You got to be careful you don't become what you hate. Hey, hi, I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by. I am on my way to Colorado, just about to hop on the freeway, and was just having a really nice conversation with a friend of mine about resistance, and was noticing how something I've noticed many times before, which is that as soon as we start to criticize something or someone else, then we kind of become the thing that we're criticizing or that we're resistant against. I see it in politics all the time when people criticize our current president, and then for being, low and name calling and immature, and then they lower themselves straight to that level as a response. And even I've had friends of mine go like, well, he did it first, as a prime example. And similarly, like, I was just complaining to my friend about how I feel like I can't fit into society unless I complain, which then I was complaining, so I was, I guess, doing my part to fit in. And, it's just tricky that way. I think whenever we criticize someone or something else, that is usually indication that we're denying that in ourselves, because when we're really honest, when we're really true, we see that we're all imperfect, that we're all doing the best we can, that when we get out of alignment or we become unaware, then we act in ways that seem obvious from the outside to be out of alignment or unaware, and yet when you're in the unaware place, you're not aware of it usually. I think there is some flux going on, some transition, some paradigm shifting, something like that is what it feels like to me. It's hard to tell whether it's just in my own life or whether it's in humanity's life at large. And even when I put it in the context of thousands of years of human history, that's a pretty brief period of geological time. So it's hard, again, it's still, nigh impossible to tell whether it's just a perception of the here and now or whether it really is a trend. And does it really matter? No, probably not. I think ultimately all I can do and all I need to do, or the best I can do for the whole, is to worry about this individual self. So worry about my own paradigm shifting, my own transition, my own transcendence of ego, which is, I've been thinking a lot about the quantum field. Dragon energy is one name I call it. And then also, which is like untapped potential, that field of improbability even, or probability. All the things that we don't even know we don't know, that we don't know yet. You can go in an endless loop that way. And that's not my intention. My intention is just to point out that because of all of that, it's important to keep perspective on the both, the imperfection and the perfection at the same time. So to not get ahead of ourselves in thinking that we need to be perfect, and also not to get, down on ourselves and thinking that we're not perfect, because both are true. We're perfectly imperfect, and we're probably going to stay that way even as we change and evolve. That's my thoughts for right at the moment. I'd love to know if you've got any thoughts to add to that whole basket of what was it? Rambling. As always, there's lots of ways you can connect with me and support me. Links to some of those ways are down in the description. My book, 47 Truths. I've been editing for months now, and I just uploaded yet another version last night, which I think is going to be good to go for a while. I'm actually going to come back next week and do one more edit at least by the end of this month. But in any case, you can find a link to it in whatever state it's in the description. And until next time, I wish you peace and prosperity and positivity and potential and playfulness.